Hi. Last fall I started a Chinese Cymbidium project, and yeah, I started off with 4 plants, and as you can see I now have 3. So I had 2 ensipholiums, 1 senense and 1 gorengei, and right now I just have 1 of each. So I lost the variegated ensipholium, so it was probably the weakest of all 4 plants, and it didn't adapt and it is gone. But I still have 1 left, so we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to give you an update of what's happened to each plant and how they fared this winter in my cooler conditions on my stand. So this tall one here on the left is, I'll show you the tag, Cymbidium senense, and it didn't do much. I watered it like maybe every 2 weeks to give it a drier, cooler rest. But the plant hasn't done very much. All winter I've been looking at it, and all I've done basically is I've burnt a tip on the light here. I've stripped off a few leaves. Some of the outer leaves have turned yellow here. Maybe it's getting too much sun, I'm not sure. But the only activity it's done, let's see if I can bring you closer. There are two new pseudobulbs here. I think these are pseudobulbs because I really don't know what they are at this point. The tips are turning red. I have no idea. Maybe it's getting too much sun, or maybe they're drying up. I have no idea. But right now I'm just watering this as any other orchid. I'm considering it that it is in its active phase, and that's it. It did not flower. It's definitely blooming size, but nothing happened this winter. This one. So moving on. This is Ensipholium alba Green Mountain, and I did repot it, and it broke into 2 different sections. So there's one growth here and the other growth over there, and it looks like I have bark, but I just topped it off with more bark because the plants were sitting too high up. I wanted to see if this plant would survive, but it seems to stabilize after the repotting, and I just used large perlite and some bark. I'm not sure. I might have used some charcoal, but probably not. And since then, all it's done is come out with this, what I assume to be a new pseudobulb over here. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have here is this new pseudobulb. So, yeah, the plant looks fine. Leaves are very healthy. And I'm treating it like a Phalaenopsis, so it's not getting too harsh of a winter, though I probably didn't fertilize as much in the winter time, and I'm probably going to wind up watering more this summer when it gets super hot, but that's all it's done. So yeah. So moving on to what is probably the strangest of all 3. I'm going to just move this over a bit. This is Cymbidium gorengei. So I don't know if you remember, probably not, but there were 2 spikes when I bought this plant in September. I was so excited. Yeah, I was so excited. And so much to my dismay, maybe about a month and a half after being here, both spikes turned soft and mushy. And I thought, okay, well, that's that. So just like maybe a month ago, a new thing came out, which I thought was a pseudobulb. But no, it looks like it's another spike. So I don't really know what it's trying to do. Everything that I was told is going to happen with this plant didn't happen. I mean, it was spikes should have survived, and they should be blooming now. They should have bloomed in April or something like that. So I don't know if this is going to be next year's spike. But I'm watering this plant now as any other orchid at this point because it is warm enough and it's not getting its cold rest anymore. So yeah, so this is a spike. Kind of hard. I know it's a spike because of, I don't know, it doesn't look like a new Pseudobulb to me. And it's been elongating. This part here has been getting longer. So yeah. So it is a very tricky plant. So I'm not sure what's going to happen. I don't know if this is going to bloom this year or if it's going to bloom next year. Because it could stop growing and stay like that all summer and need its cool rest in order for it to start growing and for the flowers to form next year. I have no idea. So yeah, so here's my update on my Cymbidium winter project. Anyways, at this point I don't have any recommendations, but chances are probably the ensipholium is probably going to be the easiest for most people. Even though I don't have any flowers to show you, I don't think this is the season for flowers for ensipholium. I think these bloom in the summertime, so I guess I'm going to have to do another update this summer and see what happens. So for now, that's my update. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.